Hey guys, this is part 2. It somehow stopped recording. I didn't even touch the button. I used my phone to record, so I didn't even know how it stopped recording. But it's part 2 nonetheless. Really? Seriously, phone? You're gonna stop recording now? After I said next page. So you think this is copyrighted material after 6 minutes and 23 seconds after I just did this? Are you even... Are you... Really? I just want to read something and then you just stop recording. How dare you? Alright, next page. Don't you dare stop recording. Come on, Comet. I signed us up for our school talent show. Wait till they see our magic act, a real winner. Wait till? Is that even a word in April 1999? Wait till? Okay. Better clean up. Alright, okay. Wait till they see our magic act, a real winner. Hey, let's you and I do a practice run. Okay, the script is very wrong grammar. It's just that. How are people reading this in 1999? People were like geniuses. Okay, some people in 1999 were geniuses. But this is just straight up wrong grammar. Even 23 years ago, when you just ask an adult, read this, they will call you out. Who wrote the script? Who wrote the script? Joe Edwards. It's either Joe Edwards' fault or it's Fernando Ruiz's fault. Yeah. This, hey, let's you and I do a practice run on the stage. Really? Let's continue. Okay, Comet, which card did I pick? Good Bird. That book on magic bird tricks really works. The trick is over. Get back into your cage. I said back. Better clean up auditorium for the big show. Janitor. Then, what? The bird? Come back! Catch him! What is a bird doing in school? That's not any bird. That's my act. Quick, close the window. Yipe, too late. Yes, it's bye-bye birdie. This page, you can pause it now. And yeah, I don't even know if you can see this, but if there is a soft copy of this, I will link it in the description down below. I don't even know if you have to pay to see the soft copy. It's probably in the public domain after 23 years. Or not. Right. Okay. Please come back, Comet. I know how to trap him. You cannot smart bird brain. Scatter this bird seed, leave a trail back to the cage. It is working. He's back. Okay, it is back in the cage until the show. We can park him in the dressing room until then. Open this door already. Let's get this show on the road. I want a good seat. Open up. It is a mess. Yipe. The place is loaded with birds. The bird seed attracted all kinds of birds and pigeons. We forgot to close the window. Show cancelled. Gulp. Guess this is one trick where a magician made the audience disappear. Good one, but it's the end of the story. Not the story, it's just the story. The end of the story, not the end of the book. It would take me an hour to read the entire book, including the previous 6 minutes back in part 1. Okay, now it's the story for Jughead's gag bag. Your house looks real nice, Mrs. Lodge. Thank you, Jughead. The chair is 18th century, the vase is 16th century, the harpsichord is 14th century, and the rug is 8th century. You sure did a good job with such a bunch of old furniture. And then we have, okay, so that was the gag bag. Jughead's gag bag is probably just like, I don't know, like a small page that consists a very silly joke. It's probably that. The next is Jughead's plat. Ah, jumping jet streams. Where did that come from? Turkey shoot. The same place that came from. Eeyop. Eeyop. Ho he hook. Right on the money. Twice. And Oakley here is as sharp as her owner. Annie Oakley. Sorry. Okay. The page. You call that stupid water gun? You call that stupid water gun Annie Oakley? Most accurate, most powerful water gun on the market. Okay, now that's the Chill's voice. No, we don't do that here. Ha! See what I mean? Yo! Squirt! He should be in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's greatest pain, the whack-a-muck. Whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. He should be the Guinness Book of Records as the world's greatest pain, the whatchamacallit. And the neck, too. Screech and ach. Two different words that represent screams. Terrifying screams. He's still at it. Wonder who he got this time. One of these days. Oh! Pow. It's like pow. Right to the moon. My new mouse is soaked. Reggie the Menace. Doesn't rhyme with like Denny's does, but it covers the ground. I like to put him in it. Man, if I only had one of those water cannons, you do with him? That's romantic. I'd stick it in his ear and fill his empty head with water. I wonder how much they cost. I bet my cousin has one. He gets every miserable toy that comes out. Miserable. Alright. Jug, see if you can borrow it for me. Good idea. Then you can give him a good drenching. Oh, I've got worse things in mind for him. Next day. Jug, you got it? Jug Jones, Teenage Water Boy. That's me. Same thing he's got. You're gonna squirt the little squirt now? No. The page. I've got a special punishment for him. What? What? I'm dying to know. Well, first we take our stand in this empty classroom, which is gonna fill up in 10 minutes. Then we fill out our weapon with our special water. What's special, quote unquote, about this water? It's hot. You're gonna scald or reg. Isn't that dangerous? I'm not gonna go near that miserable worm. Then how? Right outside the window. Smooth, unbelievable snow. Okay? So, notice how the hot water melts the snow when it hits. And who sits in this seat? Moose. Here comes his class now. Duh, I hate this class. I'd rather be out fooling around in this. Then, Then it reads, Reggie loves Midge. Ask Jug. I didn't lay a hand on him. This is true. Who tripped? Oh, it's... Who is this? Okay, it's jumping jet streams. So is his name Reggie? Yep, his name actually is Reggie, like Reggie the Menace. You heard that? Yeah. It doesn't rhyme like Dennis does, but it covers the ground. Reggie the Menace. Did I already show you guys this? I probably did, but I'm gonna show it again. Yeah, Reggie the Menace. Okay, so Reggie loves Midge. Who's Midge? Who the hell is Midge? You call that super? Okay. Okay, but that's the end of the story. The story, not the book. Ah, the next page are 2 pages of advertisements. Well, it's just one advertisement. But do not participate in this contest, by the way, because it already ended in June 15, 1999. 2 months after this book was published. Or magazine, sorry, magazine. Nabisco don't eat the winning Oreo. Car Oreo for life, cash, and free Oreo. I like the cash more than the Oreo for life. And when they mean Oreo for life, I think they mean that you're gonna get diabetes before you turn 60. So, yeah. This is the ad. And the car is a new Beetle, which is a pretty standard car. Pretty fancy car, I think, for the 1990s, before 2000. Okay, now the next story is Jughead in Hamburgerized. Did the drawing quality got even worse, I think? It's just on the same book. Why did it get worse? Boy, wasn't the hypnotist really something? Yeah, did you see him have that guy thinking he was a Martian from outer space? Oh, I don't know. Anybody could do that? Come on, you're kidding. No, I'm not. All you need is a weak-minded subject. Would you listen to this guy? Next, you'll be telling us you could do the same thing. Sure, I can if I get complete concentration from my subject. All right, wise guy, hypnotize us. Well, I don't know, Reg. It could be dangerous. Psst, Arch, let's go along with the gag. I got you, Reg. Come on, John, hypnotize me. I'll bet you can. Well, I'll try. Look into my eyes. You are getting very sleepy. I don't know. That was just a hypnotist impression. There's also a newspaper over there. I'm probably going to read it in another video, but for now, I'm going to read this. Also, that newspaper is like a lot bigger, a lot thicker than the previous newspaper 7 months ago, or 8 months ago. Back in July. Was it published in July or June? No, yeah. When I snap my fingers, you will be an airplane. And he snaps, like Jughead snaps. Then Reggie went, come in, runway 4. When I snap my fingers again, you will come out of it. Where am I? What happened? Really, Reggie? You think that's a good excuse? Seriously? Come on, Reggie. Jughead just hypnotized you. You thought you were an airplane. Come on, you're kidding me. No, he's not. I told you all you needed was a weak mind. Come on, Jug. Me next. Alright, but just to prove to Reggie I could do it. You are getting sleepy. When I snap my fingers, there will be a locomotive riding in a circle. Choo choo choo. Golly, Jughead, you did it. You could come out of it now. What happened? Oh, nothing really. Nothing, he says. He had you thinking you were a locomotive. Okay, so the page was this. Okay, if we see a very twisty turn of events, it would be really unsurprising when you read the entire book that there is some subtle hints that Jughead is the protagonist and Reggie and Arch are the antagonists, the villains. Alright. Okay. Gee, I apologize, Jug. You really could do it. Well, I told you I could. Say, do you think you could hypnotize Pop Tate into giving us free hamburgers? Say, why not? That sounds like a great idea. At the chocolate shop. You are getting sleepy. When I snap my fingers, he will give us free hamburgers. What's with this guy? Does he think he's Mandrake the magician? Ha ha ha, Jug. We're only putting you on. You never hypnotize us. I should have known you guys would pull a stunt like that. Gee, Arch, how do you explain that? The hamburgers were on the house. You don't think that will be the last time they'll be making fun of my best paying customer. Oh. So. Oh, that's the thing. They gave him some burgers. They gave Jughead, Reggie, and Arch. Let's just call him Arch or Archie. They gave the three of them hamburgers. And it was on the house. Because at the chocolate shop, chocolate, CHOCK, choc, then LIT, lit, chocolate. No space, just chocolate. At the shop, Jughead was actually the best paying customer on the shop. So it means that Jughead is a regular customer at the chocolate shop. Which, wow, I guess. So that wasn't a very big turn of events, especially because I'm reading it, not watching it. It was 1999 after all. Nobody told me to do this. Hey, remember how we used to do that when we were kids? That was fun, wasn't it? You talk like we're over the hill, Arch. I could still enjoy a good patch of ice. Way to go, Norman! Whee! Jughead incanable. Canonable? Step aside, kids. Make way for a champ. Careful, Jug. It's been years. It's like riding a bike, Arch. The skill is always with... Yeah! Wham! Oh, right. I have to show this. If there is a soft copy, it will be linked in the description. If there isn't any, there will be, like, sorry, no soft copy available at the moment. Ouch. Groan. Is this where I say it only hurts when I laugh? That looked pretty painful. Good grief, what happened to Checky? He was sliding on that patch of ice. You lunkhead, you're too old for that nonsense. Ouch. Now you tell me. Oh, I don't think I can walk. Hold on. I have an idea. Here you are, you crazy fool. My dad used this when he sprained his ankle. Try it, Jug. See if it helps. Hey, not bad. It takes the pressure off the bad leg. I think I can make it. Well, let's go. It's time for the late bell. So how is it, Jug? The cable helped a lot. I think the leg is okay. Try walking without it. See if you're really back to normal. Strange word to use with that weirdo. No way! I'm hanging on to this old walking stick. Oh, last great hoofers used them. He called himself a great hoofer. Also, there's a chat over here. It says, "Good morning. I've heard that we'll be having a virtual class next week. Ma'am, teacher will just say when. On research, everyone should attend this said virtual class because it will be discussed our studies and the groupings again. This is said to be the preparation for the upcoming science fair that we will be joining on May 2022. We're having a performance task with a science fair on election month. Really? So that will be the performance task on research this third grading. We should all of us should finish today or tomorrow the defense so we could begin as soon as possible, and the groupings will begin as soon as possible. So the people who haven't defended, please defend. Keep in mind that this will have a great impact in your grades. That's it. Thank you. Really? Are you serious? In May, really? Out of all months, May. It should have happened in April or March. May, really, May. Seriously, this is just bad. It's just bad. No. Really. I think that there's like no more time for fourth grading. February, March, April. Then May is going to be performance task. Why performance task? We're probably in fourth grading. Then there will be no more school by July. Then there will be school again in September. Or there would be no school by August, then we will begin in October. Jesus Christ. So we started in September, then October, November, December, January, February. It's been 6 months. So it's now third grading, so it would be like 2 months per grading, per quarter. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I think it's like we started in September, October, November, December, January, February. It's like 6 months. It's now the third grading. Yeah. It actually was 2 months because December was like break. Was like big break. Then January, February. Yeah. September, October was our first grading. Then November, no school in December. Then January, there was second grading. Now February, March, then April and May. April and May. May is in the fourth quarter, not the third. Are you really? Seriously? Come on. I'm going to pee first, so there will be a pig in the way for a little bit. See you guys in 30 seconds. Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah. Whoop whoop. Okay. Alright. It's still 11:11 a.m. And we're at the Hoofer. All us great Hoofers use them. Here it is. That's enough, Twinkle Toes. Don't you have a class to go to? Eep. Sorry, Mr. Weatherby. Weatherby? I was just amusing my friends with... Youch! Give me that silly stick. You're a menace. Swinging this skate around like... God. Eep. Sorry, Geraldine. I didn't see you coming. You're a menace. Swinging that cane about like a... Where have I heard those words before? Yipe! Who left the stupid cane in the middle of the hall? Eep! Professor Flute Snoot! Crotch! Oh wow! Maybe I hang on to this dangerous old stick after all. No! No! Oh no! Not Moose! Oof! Growl! Nobody pokes Moose like that and gets away with... Now I lay me down to sleep. Suck. Moose, stop! Desist! Who does that infernal cane belong to anyway? It's my father, sir. Well, get it back to him before it destroys everyone in the school. Yes, sir. And you, dancing boy, go find some other means of amusing yourself. Aye, aye, sir. Something that won't disrupt the activities of the entire school. Sigh. Why couldn't I have done something less stressful like skydiving or astronauting? Astronauting is not the word, it's space travel. Or working at the International Space Station. And the next page is... I want you guys to guess the next page. I really want you guys to guess the next page. It's really weird. Okay. Let's just say the only $2.25 US dollars or $2.75 in Canadian dollars. And number 8, super special, giant 48 pages, guest starring Sally Moon, and look for the blank to order back issues. Mail it to Archie Comic Publications Incorporated, blank super special number 8, parentheses SSQ, P.O. Box number 573, Mamaroneck, New York 10543-0573. Enclosed, please find $2.25 or cents, or $2.75 in Canadian dollars. Available in US and Canada only. All Canadian orders must be made payable in US funds. It's available in US and Canada, but Canadians must be made payable. Canadian orders must be made payable in US funds. What? That means Canadians have to pay in US dollars whenever possible, because it's a must. Either RG Comic Publications Incorporated is like really broke, or they're that really rich that they have avoided tax evasion, low wage, and some other shady tactics that they have done over the past many years, even decades probably. Well, have you made your guesses now? Because it is Sonic. Are you serious? Sonic? Out of all books, Sonic. Really? I cannot believe it. I just can't. And if you have already been grouped, please do your part. Just don't rely on others. So we're gonna be really for the upcoming science fair. I'm just like, seriously, if I'm the one who's going to present it, we will be very last. If there's just boys in it, expect it to be the very bottom of the grades. We're very bad at everything. Even doing impressions. Me reading this, I'm really bad at it. But that's just part of life. We're very bad at everything. Yeah, we're just bad at it. That's why we need women. But this is not for women's rights advocacy. This is just real life. Yeah, that's it. It's just real life. Men need women and women need men. Because for men, their lives are very imperfect. So they need women to make it perfect. And women need men because their lives are too perfect. But because when I mean too perfect, I mean like too perfect that it becomes dangerous at sometimes. So they need men. It's just real life. I'm not doing any advocacy. I'm not paid by someone. Yeah, it's just real life. Now let's continue. Jughead presents, you know you're lazy if the only one you open your mouth in class is when you yawn, if you set your alarm to make sure you get up in time for your nap, if you want to become a DJ because it's a job you can do sitting down, if you lend our tools only if the borrower agrees not to return it. What? If you lend out tools only if the borrower agrees not to return it. If even your echo takes its sweet time in coming back. I think there's going to be more pages with this you know you're blank if, or it's just you know you're lazy if. Archie's word of wisdom. Always in the pursuit of knowledge. Where does your literary curiosity lead you today, friend? What's the name of the book? How to Succeed in Romance? You're learning about romance through a book? Don't knock it. In the romance game, I need every bit of help I can get. Here it is. This is a genius Willard Walters paperback. Willard Walters paperback. He's the king of the how-to books. He's an expert, a pro in the fine art of romance. How else could he write a book on it? You should read this. Oh, no, it's still Archie talking. So you should read this. This man can wind women around his little finger. Then Jughead responds with, oh, that would bend them all out of shape. You'd end up with a girl who looked like a spring. Yuck. Don't be such a comic. This is serious. The competition out there is fierce. This book will give me an edge. Sure it will. I could be front runner in the romance race. Thanks to, what's his name? Willard Walters. Yeah, him. Well, I'm off to practice what he preaches. The first 3 words I'll agree with. Veronica, my lovely, how are you? My eyes, my world dims. I fear I have been blinded by your great beauty. Too cordy. If that Willard Walters existed today, he wouldn't write a book right now. He would, yeah. He would, like, just tweet. He would make a Twitter account and consider himself a sex teacher. To, yeah. You get the idea. And here it is, the page. My last view of this world was you, for which I shall be grateful throughout all eternity. Giggle, you little devil, you. You're real fast with the flattery today, aren't you? There, that's portrayed so hard, you romantic little rascal. Yahoo! What are you giggling about? Archie, he's getting his romantic know-how from a book. Oh, good grief. Not what's his name? Willard Walters. Who else? Remember the one we read together? How to Get More Men in Your Life? How could I forget it? We almost laughed ourselves sick all over all that court. So how did it work? Oh wow, man, talk about success. That little old book is worth its weight in gold. That good, huh? That Willard Walters is a genius. A real genius. Know what I mean? A genius. Right. Right indeed. He's written a whole series of how-to books. I've got to get them all. It cost me a bundle, but it's a complete education. How to be very popular, how to be a constant winner, how to get good with the boss, how to win elections. This what tells it like it is. How to get out of the rat race and become rich. Hey, I gotta read that. Heck, I'll read it to you. It's a very short book. It says, do what I do. Write how-to books. Oh. So Willard Walters was a scammer. Well, he got fooled. And it was a very short book. And it says, do what I do. Write how-to books. The end. Ano? Labas. Ano gawin mo? Ano gawin mo? Ow. Sige, bilis. Alright. And then the next page is Learn to Draw Betty. For the people who want to draw Betty, it's been 23 years and the Learn to Draw Betty is going to be outdated. Oh, this is probably a fake ad, I guess. I want to get an electric hair dryer, but I don't have electric hair. I wanted an electric pencil sharpener, but I don't have, any electric pencils. I wanted an electric orange juicer, but I couldn't find any electric oranges. I wanted an electric hedge trimmer, but I don't have an electric hedge. Jughead in an electric fad. Electricity was made in the 1970s. How did it still become a fad in 1999? For people right now in February 2022, as I speak, people will just take electricity for granted. But there are still people who don't have access of electricity in the entire world. They still use traditional methods to get on with life. The only thing they have access to is life. but they probably won't have that access for so long. Because they don't have access to other types of things that you need to have a longer life. Like, I don't know, a house, electricity, shelter. Okay, a house, so shelter, food, electricity, clothing, uh, internet. You need the internet these days. A mind, like you need factual information, so you need to watch television, radio, newspapers, the internet. Yeah, there are a lot of things you need to survive life these days. But you, if you watch television the most, if you're the one who still watches television all the time, you really don't need the internet. The internet is just as bad as television right now, because the internet is getting pretty good. This is uploaded to the internet. So yeah. Alright. We're gonna continue with the Jughead in an electric fad. It's not a fake ad, it's just a fad. I wanted an electric coffee maker, but I don't know where to buy electric coffee. Hey, very droll. I wanted an electric hot dog cooker, but I couldn't find my electric hot dogs. Har har. I want to get electric washing machine. Oh, I want to get electric washing machine, but I don't get electric wash. Really? Hee. They shouldn't have just typed it like that. This is pretty, I don't know, like nationalityist. There we go. Electric wash. I'll just let this one slide. Electric wash, really. Miss Phillips, why is everybody telling all those stupid jokes? Those electric jokes? It's the latest fad. The way I heard it, Jughead invented them. Jughead? It figures. You know how kids are. They want their own language, their own jokes. Oh. Own language, own jokes. Add electric to it? Really? Are you serious? Well, we do have our own language and our own jokes. But, yeah. Gen Z uses, like, millennials and Gen Z use, like, most millennials and most Gen Z, or, you know, like, people belonging to millennials and Gen Z, like, not all of them, but like millennials and Gen Z do this. Like, they just shorten words. That's what they do. They don't make their own language. They just shorten words. Like, amazing. They would just say amaze. Millennials and Gen Z, including me, a Gen Z, are pretty lazy right now thanks to the internet and electricity, and we just take things for granted. But when we become adults, we would appreciate everything we've had in the past that we haven't appreciated. Me, at just 14 years old, I really want to appreciate everything right now. I have access to the internet, I have a phone, I have a microphone, I have lights, I have an electric fan, I have toothpicks here. I can read. There's like women's clothing beside me. Someone gave me this, Jana Rahel Andalan. I used this once. I used this when I was 13. Someone filled this up, probably Jana Rahel Andalan. There's water here. There's a used mask here. I want to thank just life for this. I really do. I want to thank my mom, my dad, and everyone who made this life possible. So everyone, including the pandemic, yes, I wouldn't have returned to YouTube if it weren't for this pandemic. And for my parents who gave me a new phone. So, let's continue. But everyone's telling them, the faculty too. Yeah, it's contagious. I transcribed some on an electric word processor, but you don't have any electric words. By George, he's got it. I have to give a talk at assembly tomorrow. The students usually doze off in 5 minutes. The record is 2.5 minutes, but who's counting? Maybe if I inserted some of those new jokes. That might work, sir. I'll write some new ones. I wanted to get an electric razor, but no, that won't work. An electric guitar? No. I give up. I need expert help. Miss Phillips, get Jughead down here. Like now. Whatever it is, I didn't do it, and I have witnesses. Relax, my boy. You're not in any trouble. I called you down here because I need your help. You need my help? I would like you to write some new electric jokes that I can use in my talk tomorrow. You're putting me on... you're joking. No, really, I'll even pay you $50. How does that grab you? I grab the spinal fluid creative. Really? Jughead becomes a very... just becomes a dog after he hears money. Like, after he hears, like, he gets paid. He really should just get a job. No. Yeah. I've got it. I was going to buy an electric wristwatch, but I don't have an electric wrist. Keep going. Electric sweeper, but no, I wanted to get an electric caterpillar, but I don't have an electric cat. Electric razor, but no electric whiskers. Electric iron, but no electric clothes. Electric, but no electric. Electric shoe brush, but no electric shoes. Wow. These electric jokes is just a fad, really, yeah. Probably this year there would be like a virtual jokes fad. I would like to go on a virtual sushi, but there is no virtual ingredients. Kind of like that. This is the 1999, like the virtual, that joke that I just made of seconds ago was like the modern equivalent of this, the electric jokes. We have virtual jokes, if we do have virtual jokes. Okay, this is it. Next page. Next day, I'm going to have them rolling in the aisles. He. I broke up with Kevin. How come? Oh, he's still telling those dumb electric jokes. Doesn't he know they're out? Jughead, what's this I hear about electric jokes being out? Is it true? Electric jokes have been short-circuited. They're yesterday's news. What happened? 1 minute everyone's telling them, and now? That's how it is with fads. One day hot, next day ice cold. When did they go out of style? Let's see. Oh, yeah. When word got out, you were telling them. Oh. Well, that's quite sad for the principal. Jughead's favorite location. So it just becomes a fad, and then it doesn't become a fad because some old people... Oh no, there was like the electric Vash person and the electric hot dogs. So the principal could ruin any fads, even though it was unintentional. Well, sorry, but yeah. Okay, now let's go to Jughead's favorite location. Below are some of Jughead's favorite places, but to read them you'll have to change all the numbers to letters using the code answers below. Okay, if you want to answer this, answer it now. There are codes around the picture right here. Yeah. I'll tell you the answers later, like 30 seconds. Okay, are you down? Are you done? Okay. Jughead says, let's chow down. Well, the answer was chocolate shop, supermarket, pizzeria, and diner. That's Jughead's favorite location. Well, my favorite locations are, well, uh, yes, I do have favorite locations. It's Manginasal, Jollibee, Chowking, and Repo. It's also food, but more specific. Jollibee, Chowking, Repo, and Manginasal. Yes, those are my four favorite restaurants, aside from my mother's baking and cooking. Right, it's Jughead in Storm Center next. To the store in this blizzard? A polar bear could get through that. Mr. Martin's delivery truck can get through the drifts. There's no traffic moving at all. We have no choice. Either you mush to the store or we don't eat. Okay, come on, hot dog. Son, you know you're too young to drink brandy. Just in case I get lost in the blizzard. I'm freezing. I'm snowblind. I feel myself slipping away. I want to sleep. Along comes my faithful dog. I tap the old keg. Gulk, gulk. The root beer warms the blood. Wait, root beer? Mush, boy. Mush. They arrived the grocery. Oh, sorry. They show this. Then they arrived at the grocery store. Whew. Hi, Mr. Martin. The door. Close the door. Here are your groceries, Jughead. I hope you get back all right. That makes two of us. Not a fit day out for man nor beast hot dog. Oh, not a fit day out for man nor beast hot dog. So what am I doing here, says Hot Dog. It's getting worse. We're not gonna make it unless we take the shortcut down Heartbreak Hill. Wait, Heartbreak Hill? Okay, this is way too millennially. The place is way too millennially. Heartbreak Hill, really. This place is just way too millennial controlled. Just way too much. This is just way too much. Really, Archie. Really, Archie Digest Library. Really. Heartbreak Hill. When did millennials went to politics? They not even old enough to run for president, let alone name a town, name a hill, actually. It's probably a politician that has a daughter that had her heart broken. That had a daughter's heart broken. Then the politician named it Heartbreak Hill.